Alright, 12.8 is all about real estate. So another thing that you can do with, if you have a lot of money, another investment you can do is to invest in rental properties. So you can buy different properties like a house or maybe an apartment complex, or buy a plot of land and build an apartment complex, and you can invest your money in rentals. So real estate rental property is another alternative. The rent that you're receiving from your rental property is comparable to interest and other investment. Rent is not all profit. So if you do decide to go and buy some land and let people rent out your house, rent out something else, like rent things out, you want to charge them enough where, because we talked about how when you have houses and everything, how much it costs. You have to pay the land fee, property taxes, you have to pay for insurance on the house, you have to pay for pretty sure tax on your house, all the amount, but we talked about it, everything that you have to pay on your house. So what you want to do is you want to make the rent each month to be high enough to, at the end, the rent that you get from renting out your house is enough to cover all these expenses plus a little bit more. That way you're still getting back, you're paying all your bills using that rent, but you're still getting back some more money. Some people might actually buy a house for rent, like buy a house, but they, instead of buying all of it, they're just gonna put down a down payment, and then they're gonna have the rest of it being through a mortgage loan, and then they're gonna be paying off their mortgage loan with the rent from the houses, the properties that they're gonna get. So every single time they charge rent, they're gonna be using that money to pay for the charges and all the other utility bills that you're gonna have, plus paying off that loan that they got. So to find your annual net income, you're gonna have to take your annual rental income and subtract your annual expenses. Money you're making off letting people rent your house. It's going to be how much you're making off of them, whatever the rent is per month, times 12, because you're doing it for 12 months, minus how much it costs you annually to keep that place. And then again, like all investments, you want to know what is your annual yield. And to find that, you're going to have to take that annual net income and divide it by your cash investment. So how much you're getting back, how much you're making off renting this, divided by how much of your money you put in it. One thing I will warn about, that cash investment isn't going to be how much the house cost. It's literally going to be how much money you put down. So Nadine purchased an older 2-bedroom, 1-bath home for $87,500. She made a $27,500 down payment and mortgaged the rest. Her annual expenses for mortgage, interest rates, repairs, insurance, and depreciation totaled $6,490. Nadine rented the house for $795 a month. What is the annual net income? What is the annual yield? Alright, so to find your annual net income, you have to take your annual rental income and subtract all annual expenses. All that means is that our rental income, if you're renting this for $795 a month and you want to find annual, there's 12 months in a year, so it would be 12 times $795 minus, it already totaled all the annual expenses for you. It told you it's a total of $6,490. So there's two ways that you could approach this problem. You could, if you had your calculator, you could actually just put 12 times $795 minus 6,490, or you can find 12 times 795 first, which would be 9,540, and then subtract 6,490. Either way, they're both going to give you a total of $3,050 as your annual net income. And this is one of the things it told us to find. So off this, she's charging $795 a month, and her expenses are only $6,000. All this is telling us is that she's making $3,050 extra. So like after paying all the bills that the house cost her, she's getting $3,000 back. Now, what she could do, she could be smart and put that money into her mortgage that she got, because it said down there that she only put a down payment and then mortgage the rest. So that $3,000 can go to her mortgage. That would be the smart thing to do. The very not smart thing to do would be to go blow that $3,000 on a shopping spree or on tires and rims. That'd be a very bad idea. You want to be smart about your money, and you want to go pay off the house. Once that house is paid off, then you have no more bills, and then that extra $3,000 that you're getting back is going to be all yours. That's going to be your money. And then you can either invest that $3,000 into like any of the other investments that we've already talked about. You can put it in a savings deposit, put like maybe $1,000 of it in a savings account for maybe your kids when they decide to go to college, because you know college is only going to get even more expensive from here. Whichever of the two ways that you want to roll. Salem, get down. Down! Okay. Well then, to find the annual yield, you have to take that annual net income and divide it by the cash investment. Remember, you always want to know how much of a percentage are you getting back. Because is it worth it? Is always a question. Our annual net income is $3,050. Now this cash investment might throw some of y'all off. Yes, the house cost $87,500, but she only put $27,500 down. So out of her money, only $27,500 of her money is in this in there. That's how much of cash she has put in. The bank put in the rest, which would be $60,000. The bank put in $60,000. But we want her cash investment. So you divide these. Gives you 0.11091. Remember, multiply that by 100 to get a percentage of 11.091%. That is your annual yield. Nope. Alright, so remember, what you want to do is, if you are getting this much money back, be smart about it. Either invest it in something else, put it away. Do not blow your money. Once you start blowing your money, you're going to find out that you don't really have much money left. So this whole entire thing is trying to be learned about what to do with your money. Okay, that's the end of that.